Morning, everybody. This is David with Divination Nation. So, this reading right here was the reading for Pisces. You know what? Let me go turn down this music. Alright. So now we're ready. So, this reading right here was for Pisces from last night. However, Pisces, I am going to do your reading once more. But what I'm noticing here is the inability to cut some type of thinking out of your mind and being stuck in a chaser codependent relationship. The fear of abandonment is literally right here with both these cards, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to draw another set of cards, and I want to see if any of these cards come out. Remember the Gloom is Doom, the Journeyman, Titan Sylph, um, Luatis the Wild, and He of the Fiery Sword in the reverse. All of them. Okay? Gonna flip these right side up, put them into the deck. The camera, the axe, the mask, the chaser, and the cassette. More importantly, the chaser, the cassette, and the axe. I mean, they're all important, but we're gonna go ahead and start off with Pisces today. And from there, we're gonna go ahead and do everybody else. We're gonna go from Pisces on down, okay? Man, my cards are feeling stiff today. Do keep in mind too that all of these cards are in the upright, okay? Now, one thing I also want to point out too, if you guys are interested in personal readings, let me know. I will be open to them pretty much all day. Also, if you guys are interested in pre-ordering some decks, I have 2 decks that I'm working on, and they should be done by the end of the month. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and shuffle this one more time, just to see, just to make sure that this deck is actually working correctly, because it seems to be giving me some trouble right here. Go ahead and cut it, cut it, cut it. Alright, so we're going to start off with Pisces love reading, alright? What we're going to do is we're going to do past energies again, and then we're going to do current energies and then future energies. Well, hello, welcome. This is the reading for Pisces. Go ahead and mention your sign and where you're from, and we can get your sign going on next, okay? So, Pisces energy, and this will be Pisces energies anywhere in your chart in relation to how you deal with your relationships with that Piscean energy, okay? So, here we go. Seduction. Okay, so in the past, attraction, flirting, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Okay, so some of you Piscean energies may have been experiencing a third party. That's the one that pops up. Yep. So the Grim Reaper, basically the Grim Reaper in and of itself is a card of endings. Well, hello, Leo from California, or Vital 4644. So right now we're in Pisces. Leo is going to be next, all right? So the relationship in terms of the Piscean energies, wherever you have Pisces in your chart and where it results in how that expresses itself in your relationships, it's over. No second chances. It's time for growth and transformation with that Piscean energy, okay? Yep. The Sword and the Rose. Truth and clarity, okay? That's the whole point of this. And you know what? Let me go ahead and open up this window because I feel like we need some actual light in here as opposed to just regular light, right? Alright, so here we go. Hello, Jaden. How are you doing this morning? This is the energies for Pisces. This could be Pisces anywhere in your chart, okay? So it's about third-party interference is what I'm getting from this. The relationship is over. Once they choose somebody else, that's it. They've lost their chance, okay? Also, there's clarity and truth now. Now you have force and power. And of course, that Piscean energy would have been working with honor. All right. So kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving. Yeah. See, I getting that energy that you were true to your word, and you were doing everything that you were doing or that was necessary. And look at, there it is. There's that axe right there. So, and then the clock at the bottom. How about that? So, let's start off this way. There was some stuff going on for that Piscean energies. Pisces 7th house, Pisces 1st house. You guys experienced some type of third party interference, which led to the end of that relationship. You were like, no, I'm for the truth, I'm for the clarity, all right? Oh, hello, Catherine. Oh, yeah, you know what? Hey, Kelly, answer me this question. What do you feel Jesus represented when he came to earth? Go ahead and mention it right there in the comments, okay? So, what happened was that you were ready for the truth, and you, in your Piscean energy, whether that's your 1st house, your 6th house, or your 7th house, you were ready for the truth. You were ready for unconditional love. Okay, salvation, yes. But how do you reach salvation? Peace is just an offset of salvation and one other thing. It is a necessary aspect that we all have to encompass within ourselves, okay? And it starts with an F. So, healing the inner child, Pisces. That energy is a necessary aspect of being able to rise above your situations as opposed to trying to solve them. Now, in the past energies, we get the X. So, it seems that since yesterday, a lot of you Piscean energies have been dealing with this energy of abandonment, stopping that pattern, and now you're very happy being single, you know, living in the moment, and also having fun. This is the energies of healing, and this is also the energies of the childlike type of stuff. Now, this clock, as you can see, it talks about time to heal right there and progress. I feel that in many different ways, you have been progressing, and that's actually really good. So let's go ahead and draw some of these cards to see how this progress has been. All right. Ah, come on, fairy oracles, work with me this morning. Woo, boy. Good. Okay. All right. All right. This deck is not working with me this morning. Ooh, that clarity and truth just flew right. Ooh, boy. All right, guys. Relax. Relax. Okay. No mention, Kelly? Okay, so to answer Kelly's question, to answer Kelly's response, Jesus did not come for peace and salvation. Jesus came to show us how to forgive. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so humans, there is a creator that just, yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. The angels, the guides, the ancestors, even, well, maybe not God himself, or itself, I should say. But the energies of the universe, they do not intercede unless we give them permission. The reason why is because they cannot go against our free will. Now, here on the third realm, if you go against somebody's free will, there's something called karma. And what ends up happening is karma ends up taking place right away and over time. Jesus, he showed us how to forgive so that we can actually clear our karma. Now, what was the last thing that Jesus had said before he got nailed to the, or while he was nailed to the cross, before he actually passed, or before they said he passed? He said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." Jesus' main archetypal energy is forgiveness. Now, if you forgive yourself and you forgive others that have wronged you, what ends up happening is you are able to be in the energies of clarity and truth, right? But you're also in the energy of abundance, the unconditional love, giving and receiving affection equally, and also understanding when it's necessary to cut things off with people who you know, who you feel are unnecessary or unworthy, I guess you could say, of your care and attention. Now, this is the same thing that ends up happening in relationships where you deal with a narcissist. You end up breaking up, but then at the same time, you end up learning that it's necessary to forgive. You know what? This deck is not working in my favor, so I'm going to move over to the affirmations deck. And I'm also going to pull some regular playing cards to see how this energy takes effect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we'll use this one right here. So, alright, so we'll go ahead and draw one card for each and see how this energy plays out. Jack of Hearts. So that's like the Page of Hearts. In a way, in terms of this third party situation, you were hoping for good news in that Piscean energy and it did not come in. In fact, well, actually, you did receive good news, but it was a Ten of Swords. So it was news that you needed to hear in order for this ending to take place, okay? At the same time, as you were understanding that this ending was taking place, you now were faced with new options. Those new options are a result of finding the clarity and the truth and honing in on your own power. Now, that's the thing that happens when you get into the stage of unconditional giving and receiving. Actually, this unconditional giving and receiving aspect right here in this card, that's the Buddha archetype principle. Now, Buddha, if you pay attention to what he came here for, it was to show people how to give and receive unconditionally. His main archetypal energy was abundance, and this was portrayed by the big stomach that he had. In order for you to be abundant enough to be able to have such a big stomach or to be fed so much, right? Universal feeding and all of that. What ends up happening is you have to give and receive unconditionally. Now, the only reason why he even reached that state was because he was born a prince, obviously, if you look into history, but he left all of that in order to experience everything that the normal human experienced. And through that, he ended up finding out how the universe worked. That's the reason why he was the way he was. Queen of Wands at the Kisses. Yeah, so gaining that sense of confidence, gaining that sense of control over your dark side, whatever that dark side may be. This is past energies, so we're actually looking pretty good here. Yeah, the decision was yours to go ahead and enter into this healing phase, into healing the inner child and to growing, which is very, very interesting. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. So your spirit was leading you to end this, to break up, to stop the pattern, because whatever this abandonment issue was, it wasn't going to lead you to the Ten of Pentacles, that's for sure. And what's actually going to lead you to the Ten of Pentacles is this happily single energy. Okay? So check it out. I'm no Mystica person. I guess just have too much empathy analysis on everything. People will lose money this few months, so just be ready. Everything's based on perspective, Vital. Everything's based on perspective. If you feel like you are going to lose, then you are going to lose. You think, therefore you are. And Jesus, he didn't think anything. He said, I am that I am. So he just was. Just like that phrase, it is what it is. That's exactly what he was. he was just being. Okay, Queen of Diamonds. So, in a sense, it gives me the idea that for that Piscean energy in the past, you guys were understanding how to become the King of Pentacles, right? It's actually really good because, in a sense, that makes you a wild card, all right? In that sense, with your Piscean energy, wherever it is, if it's in your first house, sixth house, or seventh house, you are learning how to be a wild card. Cool. Now that we got this energy here, we're going to understand that there was something that ended, and there was something that was ending for a new beginning, a more successful beginning. Okay? So now we're going to test out the current energies. Ooh. And we're going to see where Pisces is coming from in terms of the current energies. And at this stage, we can actually tell what the future is actually going to look like. Alright. What's Pisces' current energies? Alright, so somebody likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and they want a date. Okay, cool. And that's actually the result of you working on yourself and healing your inner child. Oh, there's the axe again. So, yeah. Maybe this is a past person trying to creep up into the present. If it is, I would suggest that you be careful with that. Because whoever it is, they're just mirroring your wounds. They're trying to reflect that energy back to you. Now, it could be that this could be another karmic relationship. However, I do have the feeling that this is more of that self-image. Like you're looking at yourself after this breakup and you're just like, do I really want to deal with that? Yeah, see? Learning from the past. Okay, understand that part. Just looking at orders and flow of greed and geopolitics. Yeah, you know, when you deal with the geopolitics, they deal all in greed. They don't really deal in the energies of truth and clarity, you know? Yeah, see, there's that outdated thinking again. Alright, so, I don't think... Okay, so, given that the camera's here and the cassette, I don't really think that Pisces energy at this point in time is really playing that outdated thinking. What I'm seeing and what my intuition's telling me is that the replaying of the events over in one's head is to learn from the past. And before, you may have been the chaser in the relationship. So, in this sense, look at that. You have the axe right here with abandonment, and then right here, the fear of abandonment issues. So, yeah, it keeps repeating that same deal over and over again. So, there has been a bit of a change for you, Pisces, from last night till today, but there's still that pattern of the fear of abandonment, and there's a necessary need to stop that pattern. See? So you're that wild card, and that's why people are liking you. There's something different about you now, Pisces. From, let's say, last week to now, there's been a change. Ten of Swords again. Yeah. So the Ten of Swords came out with the Grim Reaper, but now the Ten of Swords have come out with the Axe. I feel like that Ten of Swords, especially if you look at the Ten of Swords in the tarot, he has his hand like this. It's actually a symbol, like he understands that it's a blessing in disguise. So Pisces, you're understanding that this breakup, whatever it was a blessing in disguise, and now you're moving on to something better. Yep. So there is some type of past energies, especially with this Six of Hearts coming up. And, I get the feeling that somebody's trying to reflect their wounds upon you. But you're learning from the past. So you're not trying to be conditioned into being the chaser once more. Maybe it could be that they're trying to hoover you. Three of Hearts, yeah, there you go. Learning from the past, learning from your past mistakes. Nothing is ever a mistake, okay? Let's see. Ooh. And there goes a card flying out. Nine of Hearts. Okay, yeah, see, As you as you replay these events over in your head, what will end up happening is you'll start to understand what it is that you've been working with. These energies that have been coming up against you, I would say, have caused you to reach a state of decision making. Two of Swords, because you've been plagued with this chaser dynamic of, you find somebody and then you go after them. What's been necessary is for you to go ahead and release yourself from these karmic relationships, dynamic and loving you. So this whole reading from the past to the present has been talking about that, releasing these triggers, releasing these patterns, right? These patterns that keep you stuck in karmic relationships, or that keep karmic relationships coming to you. And also, Seven of Pentacles, right? Together with the photograph. The photograph is about looking at missing somebody, nostalgia. But I feel like you're thinking about making new memories now, okay? Curious to think of what I think about AI. I feel like AI is a very great tool. A lot of people have the thoughts that AI is going to end us. I don't know. That might be so. But it doesn't really matter at this point. AI is what it is. And for me, I've been using it as a way of understanding various different aspects of life and topics that seem to pop up consistently in my reality. All right, so with Pisces energy, you were dealing with somebody who was gaslighting you, somebody that was hiding their true intentions, and at the same time, you see this right here? This is the Ace of Wands. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward from that, okay? This is some pretty good energies here, because when you think about how you've been dealing with the chaser dynamic, you've been using that wand energy, but I feel like it's been a misuse of that wand energy. So we're going to go ahead and go with the future energies to see if there's anybody coming into your life here in the near future. And then we'll get an idea of what's going on for this week for you, okay? On this one, we're going to go ahead and some affirmation cards along with these two decks. And we're going to see more or less what you're going to be dealing with for this future week coming up, okay? A love call, okay. So then somebody is thinking of you, and it's in the same position as I like you, so that's pretty interesting right there. All right, Pisces energy, heart with the key. Welcome love, it's coming. Open your heart. That's what you're being told right now, is open your heart. Do not let these past mistakes drown out the possibility of, and just say, look at that, addiction. So right there, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. I feel like these past, there's an addiction with this thinking that whoever this new person is more of a karmic lesson rather than a divine counterpart. But we'll see. Because I feel like even if it is a karmic relationship, there is something you're going to be learning. But I'm getting more of an idea that this is a new phase. A new phase. And sure, you might run into somebody that has competition, or you might be competition to whoever this next person is. And you're going to be finding out something about this person. It's going to allow you to be a clever individual when you're around this person. Now, take everything that you've learned from your previous relationship. Understand that you are that wild card still, but there is something that you're going to be moving away from. And it could be these people that are narcissistic. Now, when you move and shift your energy, what ends up happening is you start to understand how to keep yourself away from these negative and malicious people. Look at that, Ace of Swords. Get ready. Somebody's thinking of you. Somebody's thinking of you, and in this next week, I feel like you're going to receive a message of some kind. Now, this could be something as simple as somebody saying, hey man, I love you. Thank you for being in my life. This could also be something as simple as somebody saying, ooh, I love the way that you do this, or I love the way that you do that. And maybe in that, there's an evolution of that energy. Seven of Swords. Okay, so yes, the snake over here with the Seven of Swords gives me the idea that perhaps you might meet somebody that has an addiction. Whoever this person is might be possessive and controlling, might have a block of some kind. However, I do feel like these energies are going to be mitigated by something positive. Let's see, Spirit. King of Pentacles, yep. So, stay in your power. And also, it could be that the possibility that Pisces may be getting together with a Capricorn, because this is the Capricorn energies here. Or earthen energies. Whoever this person is might be an earth sign, okay? Two of Cups, yep. So whoever this new person is has the possibility of being a soulmate of some kind. Not the one, obviously, but it is a soulmate altogether. Now, it could be that you don't even get with this person, but you just meet them and they turn out being a good friend. Yeah, see? The Ten of Pentacles again, with the Two of Swords at the bottom again. Look at that. So, very well to be the case that you'll find something out about this person. And it's going to help you make a decision as to whether you want this person or not. At the same time, you're going to understand that with the sudden epiphany, there is going to be a decision that you have to make. Some of you guys could be seeing the angel number 22. Now, even if it ends in a breakup, you're going to learn something positive about this, which is going to lead you to a new opportunity on how to deal with these people, okay? Some of you guys might be seeing the angel number 221. Some of you guys might be seeing 222 because we have 2, 2, and 2 right there. So, in a way, oh, you know what? I forgot. What are the affirmation cards? All right, so 4 of Pentacles. I become closer to my true self every day. Yep, just work on yourself. The love call and all of that will come. Okay, Pisces? Ooh, got a jumper. Ooh, King of Wands. I am in charge of how I feel today and I am choosing happiness. Yeah, choose happiness, right? You choose happiness, you choose gratitude. What ends up happening is you open up your heart and you get together with the one. And you avoid all of this other crap over here. Minus the Phoenix, because, well, the Phoenix comes as a result of dealing with these codependent people, possessive people, controlling people, etc., etc. King of Swords, how about that? So the affirmation on here is, I refuse to give up because I haven't tried all possible ways. So you have 3 kings right here. And I feel that even if you're dealing with codependent relationships, there is going to be a necessary need for you to understand how to rise above this type of situation here. Carl Jung says, we never solve our problems, we just learn to rise above them. So in that, use the information that Source gives you in that King of Swords energy to understand how to move as a King of Pentacles in relation to these types of people. 5 of Hearts. I am at peace with who I am as a person. Yep, there you go. You have to make that decision inside of your heart, though. That has to be an emotion-based decision. 2 of Hearts, or the 2 of Cups, technically, is a card that will help you get over whatever regrets you may have had. And It'll help you be at peace with who you are as a person. There's a transformation that's going on within you, and there's growth. Okay. Three of Swords. I am creatively inspired by the world around me. Yep. So as you find that creativity, it's going to lead you to your Ten of Pentacles. Now that is going to draw snakes. That is going to draw people that want to, I guess you could say, siphon off your abundance. But it doesn't really matter because you're moving with that Queen of Pentacles energy. In a sense, you don't care what people say. I can, I will, end of story. I like that. So that's going along with the energies of the Two of Swords and the Dragonfly. Finding something out that will motivate you to understand how to move forward in the best energies. Four of Diamonds with the Two of Diamonds and the Lightning card. I trust myself to make the right decision. Yep, see? Trust your intuition because you have the Ace of... You have twos right here, right? 2, 2, 2. And this energy here is helping you to understand that there is and you know what? We were just talking about that Jesus principle. There it is. I forgive those who have wronged me. And what else? Who have harmed me in the past and peacefully detach from them. Okay? That's the that's that card that we were dealing with when it comes to the axe right here. Understanding when to stop those patterns. Okay? So with that, yeah, I feel like this is the reading that Pisces needed to hear. So we're going to go ahead and close this one out. For those of you guys who resonated with this energy, remember that this is energies that are in your Pisces first house, your Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. Also, your Pisces 6th house and Pisces 7th house, okay? And so long as you understand these energies and how they play their role in your life. Also, if you guys have questions as to that, go ahead and go to www.astro.com to access your free chart. And in that, you'll find out where Pisces is in your chart, and you'll find out whether you have your moon in Pisces or anything like that. But generally, whenever I do readings, they usually focus in on the energies of wherever Pisces is. For me, Pisces is in my 9th house. So having Pisces in my 9th house, all of this energy here, it does show a transformation and renewal, not just in the belief systems, but also in how we think, how we feel, and how we go about learning higher education and higher knowledge, because it is the house of Sagittarius. So we're going to move on to Leo. All right, Leo, it's time for your read. Ooh. Some of you are dealing with the runner. How about that? The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, and listening to ego. Or actually, what I should say is that that's what you were dealing with, because this is past energies, Leo. So, these cards are getting stuck, and I am not liking that. Alright. I'm gonna have to manhandle these things. I think they like being manhandled. Look at that. Alright. Let's go for Leo. Alright. You still here with me, Vital? This is going to show your past energies. Let's see what deal was dealing with in the past. Okay, so happiness, expansion, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Why do I got a feeling like this is going to be marred by some type of narcissistic energies? All right, good thing, Vital, good thing. Receiving what you want, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure, see? What are you moving on from, Leo? Because I know it's not from the happiness and expansion. It's not from the joy, the playfulness, the oneness. You were enjoying somebody, but then you're moving on. or at least trying to. Trying to reach a new phase of some kind in life. Replaying events over in your head. Was somebody trying to condition you? Because I'm not getting any bad cards here, at least not yet. You know, I'm not getting any bad cards at all. Let's see, what's in the middle of this situation? Mirroring each other, self-image, reflecting our wounds, introspection. Yeah. You were dealing with the soulmate, however, because you got the soulmate card right there at the bottom. Okay? So whoever this was, it was one soulmate, but it wasn't a karmic relationship. It wasn't a twin flame. It wasn't anything like that. They were just here to show you a little something about yourself, okay? Yeah, see? Yeah, I wasn't getting any like negative, but I feel like it just wasn't to your liking, okay? And that's for the rest of Leos out there too. Leo first house, Leo sixth house, Leo seventh house, Leo moon, Leo sun. All right, let's see what else. 5 of hearts. Okay, yeah, so something happened. Something, see, I don't feel that it's something that you regret though. I feel like it's the other person that regrets this. 9 of Swords. Yep. Something was stressing you out too much and you're like, nah, don't need this. So then you're like, yeah, I'm moving on from this. Screw this. It's like, I've experienced this in the past before. 10 of Swords, yep, there you go. There is a necessary need for you to enter a new phase, to grow and transform. But I feel like you changed your mind about this whole situation just because the progression from the 9 to the 10 of Swords. This is rather interesting. 2 of Swords, yep. So you had to make a decision. You were like, okay, what do I like about this? What don't I like about this? I've experienced this in the past before. I don't really want to do anything with that anymore. And you're like, yeah, you know what? You're trusting your intuition, which is a good thing. And so what ended up happening, you're like, well, I need to move on. But I think the decision has been made already. And you decided, hey, I'm going to step into my King of Wands energy. And I'm just going to do what I need to do for me. Introspection. A Queen of Wands energy. Yep. A lot of fire type energy in you. A lot of the salamander, the lizard. You know what? I have a card here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. It's called the leaf-toed gecko. So this is not a salamander. It is a lizard. However, the lizard in and of itself is a card of transformation, growth, adaptation, and overcoming things. Now, I get the feeling that because this 5 of hearts is right here, you've been wronged and shamed, but still you carry on, right? And in a sense, I feel that your happiness hasn't been completely shattered, but it has been kind of dimmed a little bit. This world was created for you, though, so pay attention to your dreams as well, okay? That's actually what's on the back of this card right here. And this is actually a card that I made. It's from my new tarot deck that I'm creating. If you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and put the link to my TikTok, because that's where I'm usually placing all of this stuff. That and my Instagram. Okay, so now that we got an idea of these past energies, we're going to go ahead and go into the present energies to see if anything has changed in that, okay? And hopefully I can keep up with these readings so that I can keep just going with the current and the future energies, because we already know what the past energies will be like, okay? All right, so Leo, what are you dealing with in your current relationships? For people who are not experiencing any issues in your current relationship, do not try to make this fit, okay? Ooh, that's way too many cards. However, with the self-indulgence card coming out in the reverse, I kind of feel like you are focusing on other people. don't really feel like there's a necessary need to focus on yourself. If everything has been pretty chill and you've been doing the introspection already, then this card in the reverse means that you've done the shadow work, you've done the healing, and you've reached a certain sense of self-appreciation. Now you're making healthier choices, obviously. Dealing with connections, you're like, yeah, I don't really care. You're like, yeah, I've dealt with narcissists, and at the same time, I've dealt with people that are running in a relationship, and I don't feel like dealing with that anymore. So, in a sense, I'm just gonna be chill, like how you were saying, vital. And you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna do me. So, let's see what else comes out. I'm actually curious now because this should show, which is happily living in the moment. Okay, so completion. Yeah, completion is what I draw from this engagement ring. Don't really feel like you're wanting to engage with anybody, with any partnerships or anything like that. Really, it's all about the clarity and the truth that you're receiving while you're being alone and chill. Okay? Meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendships. Okay. So you do want to talk, maybe interact with people on the intellectual level. But I feel like you're savoring the moment is what it is. How about that? You are ready to date though. Or at least the universe says that you're ready to date. All of these cards talk about partnership and meeting and conversing and meeting someone new, getting back out there, planning and setting a date. But see, where it says that plan and set a date, that's a future thing. Okay? Right now, you might not feel like you're ready to date. The universe thinks you are, and the universe will move things in your favor for that to happen. Okay? The butterfly, healing the inner child, relationship evolving to the nest phase. So, if you have a current relationship here that is going pretty good, you actually have the ability to evolve it into the nesting phase. For those of you who are dealing with a recent separation, I guess you could say, you have the ability to heal the inner child, okay? Yeah, some of you guys would have dealt with a breakup sometime in the more recent past. Look at that, there's the cassette coming out once more. So, and in the same position too. You guys were dealing with some type of heartbreak. And although some of you guys are ready to get out there is that necessary need for healing. Healing the inner child mostly. Do things that you would have done in your childhood, okay? Let's see what else Leo is dealing with in the current energies. All right, you're a wild card too. That's why people want to engage with you. They want to have a partnership with you. Also, five of coins. I feel like in the past you were left out of something. So now there's a necessary need to meet and converse, feel uplifted, and to savor that moment with friendships. Okay. This is current energies. 9 of Hearts. Yeah, so I feel like you're confident enough to be to go out there and to date. However, I don't get the feeling that you want to chase. It's almost like you want them to come to you because you're done with chasing. You've grown from it. In a sense, you understand that there's a message of some type of victory coming your way, but it's a necessity for you to choose your own happiness because that's where your confidence comes from. Okay? And then the Ace of Wands right under the cassette. Yeah. So you're going to be given a chance from the universe to understand how best to move forward after a heartbreak. Okay? And with that, we're going to go ahead and go into the future energies. So how has this been working out for you, Vital? All right, some of you guys are dealing with people that are watching you. Some people are watching you. These cards are getting all messed up. All right, future energies for Leo. A love call. So, you do have somebody looking at you. I feel like it's somebody who's frustrated in relationships, so do be careful with that. In the same sense, I don't really think that you care too much. You know, you've dealt with various different people in the past, and you know how to stop that pattern. Now, in that, I feel like you've gotten over the idea of abandonment, silent treatment, stopping the patterns, and understanding when it's necessary to focus in on the self, when it's necessary to have self-appreciation. So, in the future, that is the energy that you should be moving into. Yep, making it simple, right? Focusing in on the self and self-appreciation is going to be what stops that pattern. Look at that, the coffee cup once more. Meeting and conversing. So the same energy that you have now in terms of wanting to meet up with people and feeling uplifted, part of that has to do with uplifting others as well, or at least having the intention of uplifting others. And it could be that perhaps that you focusing in on yourself and you meeting and conversing with other people and them understand, and whoever it is that's watching you understanding that you could just easily stop whatever pattern you want, that gives you power. And that's why there's people looking at you. People are looking at you in the sense of, hey, you know what? I like the way that you do this. Or I like the way that you're able to do that. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Lightning. So sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Everything's talking about talking, right? Conversing. Now, I feel that if you had somebody in the past, there could be a possibility of them trying to come back and hoovering you. But then again, you already know all the signs of the people that you've met in the past that have taken advantage of your kindness, that have taken advantage of whatever it is that you had going on. This love call, pay attention to it. Because if it's necessary to break it off, do so. Okay? Are you awaiting a message? Because if you're into this much talking, that could be Pisces in the 3rd house. It would be talking about some type of something that happened in the past, or talking about making new memories, or perhaps even talking about a love offering. Wow. In a sense, I feel like it is talking about heartbreaks, talking about the ways that you've been harmed, right? The ways, the sleepless nights that you've had. At the same time, you're talking about how to become more confident in yourself, and at the same time, understanding your emotions and how to move forward with your emotions in a balanced manner. While also paying attention to those who have that sneaky energy to them. And then stopping that pattern as necessary. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Yep. I feel like you're very confident in being able to cut off anything that does not suit your fancy, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word. So, wanting to connect with people on the intellectual level is what I'm drawing on this one. She is what's known as a hard ass, even more so than the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Swords, she's sitting there on a stone throne. We'll just leave it at that. 2 of Pentacles underneath the coffee cup. Yeah, why do I get the feeling that it's like you kind of do, but you kind of don't? Like you're 50-50 as to whether you want to converse with other people. Like you're just chill being by yourself. And what else? King of Pentacles, there you go. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the axe and the lightning. Whoever this person is, I feel like them moving into the picture is going to change a lot of different things in your life. I don't really feel like they're going to cause an upheaval, but it's going to be a surprise for you. It's when you're going to be in your King of Pentacles energy, where you're just chilling, where you're just doing whatever it is that you need to do, and you know, you're just kind of like, you know, just doing your thing, and then wham, this person comes. Ten of Swords, I feel like you're done with that hoovering, right? Like I was mentioning, you're done with the hoovering, and what you want is actual, real relationships. Okay, let's go ahead and get this going and see what the affirmations are and see if there's any doubles here. Or if any of the same numbers come out. You know, I might actually break these videos into their own separate ones. Because if I just keep going like that, it's going to be like 3 hours long. 5 hours long, maybe. Alright, so 4 of Diamonds. I trust myself to make the right decision, right? Dealing with these memories that you have and thinking about people that like you. Yeah, I feel like you're going to make a decision to trust yourself and trust your intuition in this. Seven of Hearts. I am guided in my every step by Spirit who leads me towards what I must know and do. And this is, yeah, allowing Spirit to lead you through the situations that you need to be led through with confidence so that you stop whatever the pattern is. I feel like this is growth for you, Leo. Okay? Page of Pentacles. My fears of tomorrow are simply melting away. Okay. So with that confidence and with the, I guess you could say with the intellectual capacity, you allow your fears to simply melt away just simply because you understand that by trusting Spirit and by trusting your own intuition and by trusting your ability to calculate things, that you have the ability to converse and meet with people and actually make a proper decision. I am superior to negative thoughts and low actions. Yep. I feel by now you've worked on your self-appreciation and your self-worth. And in this next week, there is going to be that energy that's portrayed out there. And I feel that's what's going to make you interesting to people. Okay? King of Hearts, there you go. I am love, I am purpose, I was made with divine intention. You follow that energy, and that's going to cause sudden change in your reality. In a sense, some of you guys might be seeing 666. Some of you guys might be seeing 222, right? Some of you guys might be seeing 111. That's a possibility as well. I have been given endless talents by which I begin to utilize today. Okay? So endless talents in understanding how to end things and also how to give properly in relationships and understanding that when love does come, it's going to be a surprise meeting. You're not really going to know about it. It's going to be a surprise. And you're going to feel a little bit of anxiety behind it. I don't think it's a bad thing though. Because if you allow yourself to be who you are without judgment, you are authentic. And in that, if it's necessary to end something, it brings new beginnings, it brings growth, change, and liberation. Just like we talked about with the leaf-tailed gecko. It allows you to understand when to move away from a situation as necessary. As what was said with the boat over here in this position in your past energies. And you allow for the Three of Swords, which is a card of, you know, heartbreak and stuff like that, to allow you to be creatively inspired by the world around you. Okay? With that, you start to understand what's necessary and what's not, how to move through things, how to cut things off as necessary, and then how best to move forward from that point. So I feel like these are good things for you, Leo, because if you understand how to cut things off properly, then what ends up happening is you never enter into that energy of regret. You actually get rid of depression at that point. And yeah, there's always going to be some anxiety because that's always the case. But you'll be able to move on from that, right? With that Joker type energy, you'd be that wild card as well. Okay? Alright, so with that, thank you for being here, Leo. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these videos into their own specific ones. You see too much? I guess it is a spoiler in some type of way. But, you know what? Should I keep doing these future spreads or... Nah, I think I am. Just simply because of the fact that people want to know what's going to happen in the next week. And the only way for people to understand what's going to happen in the next week and prepare for themselves is... Oh, actually, understanding what's going to happen in the next week actually sets you up for the future week after that. Okay? Because when you understand what's happening this next week, then you can understand what's happening the week after that. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these up into their own separate readings. So I did Leo and Pisces right now. I did Aries yesterday. And part of Pisces. And then what I'm going to do is, let's see, is there anybody else? Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a new sign and then see what's going to happen with that. But I'm going to make myself something to eat so that I can get some more energy up in me. And then we're going to go ahead and see how this factors along further. All right, so with that, thank you guys for everybody that was here. Thank you, Vital, for being such a great participant. And I will go ahead and see you guys in the next video, all right? So you guys chill, you guys take care, and you guys have a good morning. Ciao.